All right, everybody. So I wanted to start this session off on the top 25 polls because we've had two bye weeks in a row here. We're on week 8 right now, so it's been it's been a while here. So what we're going to be looking at today is where we are in the standings because we actually broke into the top 25 a couple of weeks ago, and then over the course of our bye weeks, what must have happened is a bunch of teams in the top 25 must have lost because we are now ranked number 14 in the country, which is absolutely insane when you think about where we were probably ranked last year, as in like probably not even in the top 50. We ended the year, I think, in the top. We might have ended the year in the top 25. Actually, I don't think we did. I think we actually the first season, I think we got into the top 25 briefly before losing our bowl game. So we have Texas A&M, Texas, Georgia Tech, Miami, Oregon State, which is kind of interesting. Florida State, TCU, Ohio State, USC is in there. Notre Dame, Iowa, Clemson, and then Georgia State. So, which is kind of crazy. Because we're by far the highest ranked Sun Belt team. I don't know when the last time was a Sun Belt team was ranked this high. We're ranked ahead of Alabama and Florida and UCLA and Oklahoma. So all of these big name schools. I mean, Oregon is still somehow in the top 25, although it looks like they won a game, which is probably why. But yeah, so we got put up there in the media poll. So let's go and look at the media poll. I have no idea where we're ranked in here. We are ranked 12th in the media poll right now, which is great. So we're going to go ahead and start this next game. We did unlock one of our recruits from, we used our new skill where we can unlock a recruit. It's going to be kind of a cool thing. It's kind of a cool thing, actually, but let's go ahead and jump into this. So we're going to be playing the Warhawks. I don't remember if we beat them last season or not. And I think I have the sound on my end. No, that's the wrong one. I need to look at it. That should do it, I think. Okay. All right, our defense has been doing great this season. Top players, still two of our quarterbacks, which is really funny because I think his name's Tyler Johnson over there. He hasn't played. He's only thrown 2 passes this entire season. So kind of a weird deal with him being on there. But oh well. Okay, let's go ahead and get this in the full screen mode. All right. Okay. So this is our first game of the season against a Sun Belt opponent. I really want to try and see just how many wins we can get this year. Our goal is 9. I feel like, though, we could very easily get more than that, but we'll just have to see. We're not going to count our chickens before they hatch. All right, so we're coming out on offense. We actually, if you look over at the slot receiver, that is actually Ryan Hudson. Oh, man, not a good start. That is Ryan Hudson over there. I did change his number from 30 to 2. I just wanted more of a receiver, to have more of a receiver-ish number. So Myrick's going to run up. He's going to run for the first down all the way to the 15. So after Tommy Washington was taken down behind the line, Myrick is able to outrun the defensive lineman for a pretty decent pickup. And then Hudson catches that, first time in his new number 2. All right. That was a little bit of a messy play, but we did end up getting the first down out of it. Oh, man, ran into our own guy. Looked like there was a hole there, but then it closed up pretty quick. But Tommy Washington is now officially in the positive for yardage now after that 4-yard carry. Now John McFadden is into the backfield, and he is going to be able to pull ahead for the first down. I also changed our third string running backs number, just because his number is 48. I got him confused for a tight end last week, so I went in and changed that. Oh, Lopez drops that pass. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. Washington is back in. I think the question is, do we run this? And we will. And we're going to easily get the first down on a 13-yard gain. That's much more of what we're used to seeing with Tommy Washington. And Jefferson is going to be into the end zone for the touchdown. So on our first drive of the game, we're able to march down the field and get into the end zone. All right, so up 7-0. We're going to be kicking to UL Monroe. He's going to be in the end zone, and he's going to just take a knee. This looks like it's going to be a run play of some sort, and he's able to kind of get outside, but doesn't get too far. So they've got 2 tight ends. Oh man. Is that Dottie who got beat? Oh, he fumbles it, and Dotson picks that ball up. So we have our first turnover of the game, at least it looks like it at the moment. They are going to review this though, so this might get overturned. Okay, so this is going to be reversed, so they do get the ball back. All right. And it's picked off by the defensive lineman the very next play. Nice. So Strickland gets in there for the pressure, almost gets the sack, and then our defensive tackle then turns around and picks the ball off. So that was a great start to that game on defense. This game on defense. All right, Tommy Washington gets 4 yards on that first carry. And Lopez drops another pass. That has been a running trend with him this season, which has been kind of disappointing. All right, he does catch that one, though, for 17. We're going to run off tackle, and see, those always end up being like off guard runs. Like, they're never off tackle because the tackle gets pushed way outside. And Hudson is able to catch that for a 5-yard grab. All right, we almost get into the end zone. That's a 4-yard rush. Don't get in. So it's 3rd down now. So we're going to go with an option. See if John McFadden can run this one, and he does. So he's going to get into the end zone. So we're going to go up 14-0 here in this first quarter. So at least at this point, we're feeling pretty good about ourselves. At some point in this game, I may need to pause this game and go eat dinner. So I may have to stop here momentarily. Just so you know, if I run away. So we're gonna be in man here, and this is gonna be an option, and they're not gonna get too far, just a yard on that play. So I want to figure out who it was. I think it was 98 who got the pick, so that's gonna be Walters, who he actually has the highest rating on our defensive line. And Fowler, the defensive tackle, is not having any of that. He follows the running back outside and pulls him down. So that gets blown up. So the one thing I've been thinking is Justin Harvey has not had as big of a year, and I legitimately think it's because he's been I was almost picked. I think it's legitimately because he's been playing outside linebacker, not middle linebacker. I think the middle linebacker tends to, the outside linebackers do a lot more coverage. So I didn't want him to not start because he's our second, I think my second best linebacker, ratings wise. And so I moved him to outside linebacker, whereas last year he played middle linebacker. I think he blitzed a lot more last year, so he just got a lot more tackles last year. All right, so Tommy Washington gets a 3-yard run there. He's up to 31 yards for the game. All right, so 3rd and 2. that did not go how I wanted it to. All right, so it's 4th and 4. We're up 14-0. I'm not going to fret over this. It looks like they're going to try to block this. Nope, they're going to pull back. And that will go into the end zone. So it's the beginning of the second quarter, and we are up 14-0 on UL Monroe, University of Louisiana Monroe. And we're going to get another pick. So that's the second turnover of the game. So our offense is going to get the ball in great field position. And Tommy Washington is going to get 7 yards on that first run. He's had to work a little bit harder today than normal. Actually, well, when we played Oregon a couple weeks ago and beat Oregon, that was more difficult for him, but you could kind of understand why that would be harder. This game, I feel like at some point he should break out. And that was a good run for 8. He's still on track for over 100 yards in this game. So that makes sense. And Lopez gets his 0-yard reception on that play.
That makes it 2nd and 10. That's a gain of 4. That makes it 3rd and 7.
All right, and we are back after I just had some great pizza. It was wonderful. Tasted good. So we are up 21-0. We just threw that touchdown pass to Jeremy Lopez. And we are kicking off. All right, so 1st and 10. They have turned the ball over twice, once both on interceptions. They almost turned the ball over on a fumble. So long story short, this quarterback is not having a great day. Well, that wasn't great. I did not call play in time. Oh my gosh, another pick. And I wasn't even paying attention. All right. So we are moving down the field here. And Lopez, oh, he got just upended. 11-yard catch there for him. These turnovers have given us pretty short fields to work with. And Hudson's in for the touchdown, 30-yard touchdown reception for him. Easy catch and score. All right, so it is not even the end of the second quarter, and we're up 28-0 at the moment. Myrick is having one heck of a game. He's already thrown 3 touchdown passes, no interceptions, which is great for him. Just going to throw this one away. that's almost picked off again by Dottie over there. That's a dangerous throw. Excuse you, bless you, whatever that is. Uh-huh. And he's not going anywhere, so we're going to get this ball back again before the end of the half. Holman is back to receive this, and we're gonna have about 3 minutes before the end of end of the half. Keep saying my controller's been disconnected. Now it's working. Ooh, that was not great. Man, this running game has just been a little bit... it's not that it hasn't been existent, but it's been a little bit of a struggle to get it going. And Lopez gets this for about 20. Washington's able to get forward for about 12. He's at 85. I guess considering there's still 2 minutes left in the second half, the fact that he has 85 yards is pretty good. Ooh, and Allen can't hang on to that. He was open. Heard the footsteps. Ooh, that was dangerous too. All right, so it's 3rd and 10. And Allen's able to catch this for the first down, so he's gonna get us up across, or about across the 20, I think. Or not quite across the 20, the 22. And then Tremblay, that might be his first catch of the season right there. Gets an 18-yard catch. And Washington's going to get in for his first touchdown of the game. So we're going to go in the halftime, or at least may go in the halftime up 35-0, depending on how this next drive for UL Monroe goes. So this has by far probably been the most dominating performance we've had this season. He's going to take a knee down there. And he's not going to be able to hold on to this. think that's Dotson right there who got the hit on him.
That makes it second and 10.
Fortunately, they're able to convert. So we can basically assume they're going to pass for the rest. I don't think they're going to run. So they're just going to throw this away because Strickland had a beat on the quarterback there. He's just barely able to hold on to that. And he's going to get sacked, absolutely demolished there. He's not able to get away from the pressure. He's just going to throw this at the feet of his receiver after Strickland almost gets to him. Oh my gosh. Gee, that's frustrating. Is he in? I bet he was. It looked like he was. Yeah, he was in. Okay. That was just kind of lame. That ball is just going to get thrown out of bounds. He's going to throw this way again. Strickland just keeps beating that right tackle. So once again, we're put into a third down situation here. And Hooper's able to get him down. So it's 4th and 8 now. They're probably going to kick a field goal, be my guess. No, they're going to go for it. Alright, so let's see what happens here. 4 wide receivers, a running back. Looks like they're just... Wow, okay. Well... Is this going to be a Hail Mary or something? Not great. I mean, we're still up by a lot, but it's not the way you want to go into a halftime locker room giving up a score like that. He's just going to run right out of bounds, so he gets no gain on that play. He just throws that one straight into the ground. Ooh, that's almost picked. Meadows almost had that. Should have had it. Gifted that interception. Didn't catch it though. All right, so this is our first drive out on the field. Second half, and Washington is just going to rumble forward for 11. He has 100 yards today on the ground now. And Hudson is going to get this up for about 17. So Myrick actually hasn't thrown for that many yards yet today, but it's his totals are not huge, but I think it's just because those interceptions on defense put us in short field situations. And Allen's going to get in for the touchdown. That was a beautiful throw. Ryan Hudson has a minor injury and will return to the game later. No. Subbing Jefferson. All right. So we just scored again on that great pass. He's had a couple of really good passes today. Yikes. Oh man. It's too easy. Well, our defense for most of the first half was dominant, and now they've given up a couple of big throws for touchdowns. Got in my way. Couldn't get to the outside, but that was a good return. Oh my gosh, Allen just completely busts one open. Huge throw. School passing touchdowns in the game just set the record for 5. 63-yard touchdown pass off to the races, and he's in. So we answer with our own big strike. I believe this is the most points we've ever scored in a game. 49. Looks like Idaho finally won a game. I think they went winless last year. Fired their coach over it. All right. Well, that definitely helped with Myric's stats. Ah! Just having more trouble on defense right now for some reason. Yeah, like... What the heck is happening? Just getting chewed up through the air at the moment. And then Hooper doesn't make the tackle. Yikes. God, I'm getting so close to getting him. And that's picked off for a third time. Dotson gets a pick. It's his third interception of the game. So even though they were marching down the field, he made one mistake there, and we took advantage of it. That's the difference between a championship caliber team or a excellent team, top 25 team, and one that's not. Take advantage of the other team's mistakes. This has probably been one of the more satisfying games that we've played. Lopez is going to get taken down, but not until he gets a gain of 30. Luke Allen, though, this year, I mean, this game, he's had two big catches. Alright, so it's going to be an 8-yard rush for him. He's got 122 yards on the ground right now. It's time for some John McFadden, and he's going to get up for 5 yards to convert on second down. Gets a couple. There wasn't really anything open downfield. Williams, I think is that our tight end? He's our tight end, isn't he? No, it's not a tight end. He's a receiver. Probably pretty far down the depth chart. That's our tight end, Robinson. So he is able to juke out a guy. He's not super fast, but he gets up there for 14 yards. That's his first catch of the game. And Tommy Washington's going to get up for a 5-yard run. Hopefully, okay, he's okay. For some reason, it looked like he was laying on the ground. And that gets tipped at the line, so that's going to be incomplete. Oh, and Allen catches what would have been his third touchdown catch of the game. Drops it. All right, so we're just going to kick the field goal. It's going to be kicked into the end zone, and that should be a touchback, and it is. And Walters also pulls him down for only a 1-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and long. They're going to convert this, and God, it's so frustrating. That's happened 3 or 4 times in this game where we've gotten them in the 3rd and long situations, and we just have not been able to follow through on getting off the field. I'd like to sub out my starters, and I think I probably will in the 4th quarter, but I'd like to sub them out. This defense needs to prove that they're not going to completely crumble. I don't really want to sub out a defense that's not playing very well. Okay, 3rd and 16. We can get them off the field here. We'll put the subs in. He's going to rush that throw, and it's going to be 4th and 16. So they will have to punt it. So we will sub out to our 2nd team offense. Second team offense. Let's just start with them so far. All right, so it's the end of the 3rd quarter. We're winning 52-14. So we're gonna see what the backups can do here, and we've got Johnson in at quarterback. McFadden is the running back. You know, he doesn't feel like much of a backup because he does see a lot of the field every game, so that's a good presence to have out there. And our offensive line let that guy get through. Didn't pick him up on the blitz. I don't know if we'd be able to, actually. All right, 2nd and 10. So I think we're going to throw for the first time. Don't really like that play, though. Oh, Kyler Johnson can't hang on to it. That was into a lot of traffic. All right. I do think Johnson is going to end up being, I mean, most likely he will end up being, ooh, he looked like he might have been open, but he wasn't. Okay. Punt this. But yeah, kind of, you know, he'll probably end up being our starter here next year. Unless, I don't think we'll end up getting anybody who's better than him. We haven't really recruited quarterbacks very heavily. We did, I mean, we recruited him, from last year. He was a freshman last year, but we recruited him last year, a couple years ago, our first season here. Did we redshirt him, or was he a transfer? I think we recruited him. Is that an incomplete pass? How is that not a sack? All right, 3rd and 10. If we can get off the field here, I'll put in my 2nd string defensive subs, I think. See if we can get off the field here. And it's going to be 4th and 3. And they are going to punt. So we will put in the subs for the next drive. And this is going to get kicked way out of bounds. Plays 59, total yards, almost 500 yards of offense. That's great. Probably going to get there too. All right, Johnson really just needs like a short pass. Oh, and he throws a pick. And that's going to be taken back. Not great. Ugh, yikes. I guess the good news is he's going to get the ball back. Jude, our 3rd string running back, is going to pick that one up. Okay, so we're going to try passing again. Maybe we could do some play action. And Tremblay does catch that, so that's the first completed pass he's had. McFadden pushes forward for 5, so we're well over 500 yards now of offense. Wow. Chris Williams catches that. I don't know how many yards that was. Enough. Over 20. Dying, he's able to pull that in. And Robinson is able to catch that for the touchdown pass. Excelente. So Tyler Johnson's able to get that into the end zone for his first collegiate touchdown pass. All right. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in this matchup, and this is well in hand for us. So they're definitely in a pass-only scenario. We will probably not see anything other than passing. Fortunately, he gets beat. The DB gets beat in that scenario. Oh, I guess I didn't sub out the... Should do that now. All right, so they have one more play on defense. All right, 2nd and 5. That clock is going to keep rolling. So their passing game today, other than like the first few 2 or 3 drives, has been absolute lights out. They've been shredding us since we've managed to keep them out of the end zone. They had a pick at the end of this game, but we had a pick in the second half of this game. But man, like we have really struggled to stop them and get off the field. Like plays like that where there's just guys that are just wide open. He's gonna be brought down for a sack of 2. Probably gonna go for it. Yeah. And that's fumbled, picked up by Scott. And the question will be, does he have enough speed to get all the way to the end zone? And he does. Nice. So we got a scoop and score on defense. Picks up the fumbled football. Oh, they're going to review this. Well, yeah, it'll probably get turned. Yeah. Darn it. Sorry, Scott. I'm getting overturned.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Oh, darn. But it is our ball, so could be worse. He ran so far, though, to only have that get taken, be brought back.
That makes it 2nd and 2. Number 76 makes the tackle. Calling a gain of 3 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
He almost throws another pick, but, you know, whatever. All right, 2nd and 10.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
And Williams is going to pick up the first down. He has 3 catches today. He made the big catch earlier on the last drive. I got blown up. All right, so we're basically coming down to the end of this game. Ah, Williams drops that. All right, so we're all done here. All right, it's a pretty good game excellent game overall. Game stats, player stats. 315 yards from Mark Myrick, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Great game for him. Touchdowns by both Washington and McFadden. Washington had 131 yards, McFadden had 63. Jason Jude even had a pair of runs for a total of 14. As far as passing went, Lopez had the most receptions, had a touchdown. Hudson had a touchdown. Allen had 2 touchdowns. He had the most yardage, and that's because he had a couple really big catches. I think he had like a 63-yard catch at one point. And then Hudson also had, I think, he had the one over-the-top touchdown catch on the outside. So, a pretty dang good showing by the passing game and the run game. Our offensive line did great. How did Luke Allen get 5? He must have been doing a lot of blocking. A lot of pancakes, though. I think that might be the most I've ever seen out of our team. And then on defense, it looks like a really just well spread out amount of tackles. I mean Michael Hooper had the most, but threes, twos, tackles for losses were spread out pretty evenly. Interceptions by Jones, Dodson, and Doughty. So yeah, pretty good. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for watching this week, and I hope to see you next time. Please make sure to like and subscribe, or to follow if you are on